As the inspiring film Sound of Hope begins to gain more and more popularity across the United States and abroad, people are being reminded how important it is to serve those children who are in foster care, in need of a forever family. But there's another demographic that need not be overlooked, and that is the group of children who become 18 years old while they're in foster care and are never adopted. We know this demographic, this group of precious human beings, as aged out foster youth. Every year, 25,000 children age out of foster care. And in my home state of Florida, that number is 5,000 children aging out of foster care every year. So 8 years ago, we started Legacy Housing to prevent youth homelessness and sex trafficking by providing free quality housing for at-risk, aged out foster youth. Since starting 8 years ago, we've provided housing and prevented the homelessness of over 30 foster youth and their children in our girls' home in Ormond Beach, Florida. And 1 year ago, we started our first ever boys' home. In an effort to house even more children who are aging out of foster care, we still want to plant the Legacy Ranch. If we take the equity that we have in our boys' home and we raise another $250,000, we can combine those proceeds and purchase a Legacy Ranch. For example, we have found properties on 2 acres with 6 bedrooms, gardens, fruit trees, working wells, chicken coops, and the ability to have small livestock. We can take the equity from our current home, approximately $330,000 or more, combine it with the $250,000 that you help raise, and we can double the amount of foster youth that we're presently housing. That's huge. It is very good to have chores for the boys who are aging out of foster care. And by placing us on a ranch, we will be able to ensure that they are learning how to work with their hands by gardening, helping out with the animals, helping out with just the chores that are required when you have multiple acres of land, and also continue to attend school or work their jobs. This plan helps them to get on their feet, be independent, and become productive members of society as we continue to teach them about Jesus Christ and loving their neighbors just as they've been loved by people like you supporting the Legacy family. Now, $250,000 is a lot of money, but it's not when we pool together. Would you consider becoming a donor and also sharing this campaign with others so that we can ensure that even more children are being housed, those who haven't been adopted, who are still precious to God? In fact, the scriptures say that God sets the lonely in families and that He's a father to the fatherless. Our mission from the very beginning has been to fulfill James 1:27, which says that pure and undefiled religion before our God and Father is this: to look after orphans and widows and to keep oneself unspotted from the world. Will you prayerfully consider joining with us in this most worthy mission to provide a home and family and the gospel to these children who never get adopted, who still need help as they transition into adulthood? Your contributions every day you go to work has purpose because you're helping to change more and more lives. So would you prayerfully consider, 1, donating towards our goal of $250,000, and 2, sharing this campaign with everyone you know? If you own a business, would your business consider sponsoring this mission? If you are someone who has the ability to simply make this happen, would you prayerfully consider doing it? Because when you give, you are partnering with God. For His word says in John 3:16, "For God so loved the world that He gave His one and only Son, that whoever believes in Him would not perish, but would have everlasting life." God gives, and His generosity has changed all of our lives forever. And Jesus said, if you give, it will be given to you. He will always watch over us while we watch over others. Thank you so much. If you'd like to learn more about what we're doing, visit us online at legacyhousingproject.org or follow us across social media at Legacy Housing Project. We really are excited to partner with you in this. We love you. We pray the Lord blesses you, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for all of your generosity and support.